Welcome to Quarantine Cuisine. We're going to talk about marinating, okay, today, and I'm going to do this fantastic recipe, which is chicken and garlic paprika spatchcocked bird, okay. So I love paprika anyway. This is one of my favourite things to do, and spatchcocking a chicken is basically we're going to hack out its backbone. I'm going to show you how to do that now. We're going to flatten out the bird, put some deep slashes in it, and we're going to marinate that. And we'll talk about the marinating in a second. What the spatchcocking does is it flattens out the surface area of the bird and takes away a lot of the bone, which is like a heat sink. It absorbs a lot of the heat from the oven, and it hugely speeds up the cooking process. So a bird about this size in an oven will take about 90 minutes, give or take. You're looking at taking that down to 45 minutes to 50 minutes because we've spatchcocked it. So we're nearly halving the cooking time. The marinating, how we're going to do it, will take the cooking time down even further because we're going to semi-cure the bird. Okay, so first, spatchcocking.
Just before you get going,
Yep.
For people that like having food prepped and ready in the fridge, getting whole chickens and cooking them yourself and stripping the meat off is way cheaper than buying individual breasts or all that kind of thing. So again, if you're looking to cook in advance, absolutely do this. Take all the meat off the carcass, put some in the fridge, put some in the freezer, super easy.
Keep the bones for your bone broth, which is fantastically good for you, and we'll talk about that later as well. So here we are. I've got my chicken. I'm going to take my meat cleaver, okay. We can use scissors for this, like heavy duty kitchen shears, okay. And I'm just going to hold the bird up and carefully I'm going to slice and then chop down its backbone, okay. What's one side of the spine? I'm going to do the same on the other side of the spine.
So what would be the chicken breasts are facing down onto the work surface at
Exactly.
this point.
Again, when you start to chop through, do be careful. Make sure your fingers are always out of the way. And I can take the spine out like that. I'm going to put that in the freezer because I'm going to marinate this for a long time. Cut off any wibbly bits. And that can go into the box for stock later on. Now, I'm going to turn the bird over so it's breast side up. Okay. Turn the legs out like so. I'm going to push down here really hard. Hear that crack sound? And that just flattens it all out. And then I'm going to take my knife. I'm going to make slashes into the thigh meat. Nice and deep in. And the same on this one.
Cutting it also helps the heat get all the way through the bird. The thighs are often the bit that take longest to cook.
Absolutely do. And
This
then,
works really well with turkeys as well. If you ever do a turkey, a huge one for Christmas, do this to it. Takes half the time and keeps loads more moisture.
so much better. And I'm going to put some deep slashes into the breast as well. Like so. I've got a large Tupperware box. We bought 2 chickens at the same time. It's going to take the same time to cook 2 chickens as one. So again, meal prep, it just gets it all done. And put my chicken, actually I'll leave it there for the time being. Let's talk about marinating. So there's 2 ways to do it. One's a quick marinade where you're adding a bit of surface flavour to whatever it is you're cooking. Like you can do it with vegetables, any meat, any fish, prawns, chicken, beef. This is more of a cure and a long marinade. So we're going to do this for at least 24 hours. Now marinating needs a couple of things. You need something acidic. Okay, and I've got 2 things here for acid. I've got yogurt and I've got lemon juice. You might not think of yogurt as something that's acidic, but it's made out of milk, which has a sugar in it called lactose. And when you make the yogurt, the lactose is converted into lactic acid. Okay, it's also got a load of bacteria in it, good, healthy bacteria. And the bacteria in the yogurt is going to help to start to break down that meat and really tenderize it. Okay, the lemon juice is obviously a straight acid. We've got 2 types of paprika. I've got smoked paprika and regular paprika. We've got salt and we've got pepper. The salt is the other really important curing ingredient for this. if you put salt onto meat or vegetables, you'll notice that it starts to draw water out of it, okay, because of osmosis. It pulls water out of the cells of the plant or the animal. But that only happens for the first couple of hours, maybe 12 hours. After that, it does the reverse. It pulls the fluid back in, so there's a balance between what's outside and what's inside the muscle. And as it pulls in the salt, pulls in the water, it pulls in then the flavour of what we're adding as well. So you get flavour all the way down to the bone. The salt cures along with the acid from the yogurt and the lemon. So we've got some science stuff going in here. What you need to know is it lowers the cooking time, makes it taste delicious. Okay, so in here I've got a lot of garlic, paprika, the 2 different types, the lemon juice, a lot of salt, okay, so it's quite salty. Remember, this has got to go over 2 whole chickens, and I've got the yogurt. I've mixed all that up. I'm going to put half of it on this bird, like so. And then, got to get your hands in. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to push that mixture into all the nooks and crannies.
You can absolutely do this whilst wearing marigolds.
You can. I just like to get my hands dirty. Okay, and then I'm going to turn this bird over. I can't really get away with clean hand, dirty hand here, but I'm going to try to a little bit. Turn the bird over and do the same thing on the back side of it here. Push it all in. Good. And you can see there's lots of the yogurt mixture at the bottom. What I'm probably going to do is, over the 24 hours I'm going to marinate this, is I'll probably come in and turn the birds over 2 times. Second bird goes on top of the first bird, and I can put the rest of the yogurt, garlic, paprika mixture. Now, this recipe's for paprika garlic chicken, which is my favourite thing. I love it. But you could absolutely go with curry spices or Thai spices. You wouldn't use the yogurt for the Thai, but you would absolutely possibly use the yogurt for the Indian spices. They use a lot of yogurt there.
Nice oregano one if you wanted a bit Greek.
Oh yeah, there's a really good one.
A bit like Slovakia.
Yeah, so good. Okay, and that would use an oil and lemon juice and oregano and garlic. Okay, instead of the yogurt.
And when it comes to cooking these, it can go in the oven or it can go on the barbecue.
Yeah. So turn this over, really mix it all in. Make sure I've got plenty of coverage. All the little pieces completely covered in this amazing garlic chili paprika. Okay, job done. I'm going to scrape my hand clean, have a good wash up afterwards. That's going to sit in there for at least 24 hours. Come back and watch us cook it up. Thank you very much.